Alright guys, welcome here to the brand new YouTube channel. Shit will happen. Pretty simple. The reason I'm starting this YouTube channel here today on election day, right, November 6th, 2018, is because there's a lot of shit going on out there. And a lot of people are just getting so emotional about it. So we're going to focus this channel on shit will happen in life. Now what? Shit will happen in life. So what? The crazy thing is that what if the worst thing that ever happened to you turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to you? I know. It's weird, right? Exactly. Because here's the deal. When something really bad happens, we got to change the way we think. We got to change the way we eat. We got to change the way we make income. We got to change maybe where we live, right? Because shit just happened and you get freaked out. And also when you get freaked out, you start to question all the things that have happened that you believe, right? That you are going through, that you learned from when you were a kid. Because a lot of stuff we're conditioned, right? From when we were a kid, we learn it from our parents. So what if all that was wrong? What if what you believe is wrong? And the only time you ever question that is when shit happens in your life. That's the messed up thing. It takes a big, massive change to make you start thinking about it. And I'm no different. 100% no different. There have been several major traumas in my life. And I had to go, woo, step back. Let's take a look at this. What's going on? Well, if I think this, then this shit just happened. What do I got to do differently? So a lot of it is mental, physical, business acumen, real estate. Those are the 4 things we're going to focus on this YouTube channel. All right. I got a couple quotes here from some people just to put you in the right mindset to understand what we're going to be doing with this in the future. And the first one is from David Goggins. Now, a millionaire friend of mine just had me watch a video. Actually, he's a multi-millionaire, but whatever. Had me watch a video of Joe Rogan interviewing David Goggins. David Goggins has had a lot of shit happen in his life. David Goggins believes you sit in the shit. You feel it deep inside you, and that's what fuels you so you never have to sit in the shit again. And he keeps knocking himself down so that he can sit in the shit so that he can make himself better. And the quote I love from him is, "It's so easy to be great nowadays because most people are so weak." Right? Everyone else is weak in their brain. They can't handle going through tough times. They can't adjust to what's going on. And the reason a lot of that is, and I've been doing some studying for 6 months. I've had a couple people from different angles also to come into my life at the same time over the last 6 to 12 months to work, right, on my mental thought process. And I've learned a lot, right, about the hormones, cortisol, about adrenaline, and our brains. You know, a lot of people call it the monkey brain, right? The monkey brain is constantly going in your head, your self-talk. If we hooked up a speaker to it, you wouldn't like what other people heard as you put yourself down and you do little cuts to yourself. And I just went around the country to train in a whole bunch of people on this very thought process, but it's time to get it out there to the world. So we're starting this YouTube channel here with this very first video about this and getting into some of those details in the future. I'm going to bring on some awesome people that are going to help train you, right, and get you to see the different things. But our brains were originally designed way back in the time of the caveman, right, to hunt, to find food, find clean drinking water, and shelter. Right? Those were the 3 things. We had adrenaline, cortisol that allowed us to survive, get us all amped up, right, to make sure if there was danger around and we could run faster and we could protect ourselves. But in America nowadays, most people, majority of the people, don't have to worry about finding clean water, finding clean food, right, hunting for food. We don't. So our monkey brains are going crazy today with all the other stuff out there. Whether it's politics, whether it's something else, right? They just get hooked into it. And I mean, politics is just all over the place right now. And I made a post today, and there was 100 comments in it on Facebook, right? And the crazy thing is, our country is going sideways because people are acting so emotional, right? Because the cortisone and the adrenaline's running through their body, their monkey brains are kicking in. They're going into fight and flight and freeze mode over a post on Facebook, over a political statement that somebody makes. It's just crazy that people are way overreacted to these things. And that's the problem. Our country is sideways. We're focusing on the wrong things. The wrong things. You should be going out there wanting to strive for success, reaching your goals, and people are getting all sidetracked by politics, all sidetracked by some other thing that their monkey brain is chasing them about. So how do I get you guys off that? Shit's gonna happen in your life even if you do nothing. So you might as well start doing something so that when the shit happens, you have a plan. Right? You have a plan. My post was simple, guys, if our emotions are so high that we can't recognize somebody when they do something good and just praise them for that little one thing, then we gotta look internal, inside ourselves. Why are we so messed up that we can't stop our own brains and praise somebody when they did something good? I mean, that's what you guys all want. You guys do something good, you want somebody to say, man, you did a great job, you were praised. I mean, that's what we learned that going through the school system, right? You got the answer right, you got a gold star. You did something good, you got a gold star. You got a good grade. That's what it is. If all you do is give people publicity for bad behavior, our news system, right? That's all they do. They only like the negative news because it fuels more people. If all we do is give people publicity for bad things, well, that's what they keep doing, bad things. President Trump, I don't care if you like him, you don't like him. I don't really share my political views, nothing to do with it. But the guy does something good, like the article I posted, he promoted the first female black Marine general today, right? That was the thing. Let me pull it up just so we want to make sure we get this right. President Trump nominates, in USA Today, this was published, President Trump nominates Marine to be first black female general. That's something cool for our country. Did she do the work to be there? 100%. Does she deserve the credit? 100% for doing it. But you know what? He happened to be president. He did that, and we should applaud that, right? That's great things for females, for African Americans. That is awesome, right? We're breaking through barriers. We should be applauding that type of behavior. We all know President Trump loves publicity. It feeds his ego. And people started bashing him for doing that. Oh, it's because of this reason. Oh, because of this reason. No, that's your monkey brain trying to think you know what somebody else is thinking. That's the hugest problem in our country. Everybody tries to think they know what everybody else is thinking. And you don't. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't know their motivations. You don't know why they did it. So my post was simply, if you can't pray, we got to stop. It's okay to criticize the president, but you also got to praise him when he does something good. Because his ego is all about publicity. And everybody's like, blah, blah, and they all went negative on it. It was like, wait. So you're only going to give him publicity when he goes negative, or that's just going to reinforce bad behavior? We know that as adults, we know that, through the school system, that if you reward good behavior, people tend to do good behavior. So if you want President Trump to change his behavior, pretty simple. It's really simple. Praise him when he does something good. Give him publicity for doing good things that you feel are good. And you know what will happen? He'll start doing more of them. Because if he gets more publicity for doing that, it's going to feed his ego, and it goes into the whole cycle. But if you bash him for doing something, right? If you don't give him the publicity when he does something good, and you only give him publicity when he does something bad, well, you set it up. So stop and think and get out of your own head. Get out of your own emotions. Get out of the way you're thinking. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about how that plays into. Because all of those things, play into the deconditioning of your mind, right? The way we think. Maybe we're not thinking right. Maybe our thought process isn't right. We're going to explore all these things here on this YouTube channel. That all plays into your body, right? All the stress and the cortisol and how it creates fat and how when we release stress, like people were telling me, hey Hugh, man, you're losing weight. You lost a ton of weight. How much weight have you lost? I'm like, I don't know. For a while there, I wasn't even working out, but I was losing weight because I lost stress. I got stress out of my life. I get stress out of your life, all of a sudden your cortisol levels go down, and you do that. But, then we're working out with a former Mr. Universe. We're working out with different people, going through different trainings, those type of things. So we're going to share that with you guys. They've all had traumas. Everybody that's going to come on here has had shit happen in their life, probably way worse than you. Way worse than me, most of them. Like, some of the shit they went through, I don't know if I could have handled it. I don't know if I could have survived, right? But we're going to do that. The second quote there, and I don't know if I quite got to it, was by Staff Sergeant Joey Jones. I want to make sure I get this right? Johnny Joey Jones, Staff Sergeant. And he lost both his legs. Not somebody that could be pretty darn miserable, right? To be like, I served our country, people treat me like crap. No. Here's his quote. People ask how I stay so positive after losing my legs. I simply asked how they stay so negative with theirs. And that's really what it is. In America, we have one of the highest suicide rates in the entire world. People in Africa that walk 10 miles to get drinking water, 10 miles back, and maybe get to dance 1 or 2, 3 or 3 nights a week, right, are happier than the average American. So we got to change that. So that being the case, shit will happen in your life, even if you do nothing. So you might as well get out there and do something to change it. So we're going to talk about people may have had abusive parents, alcohol, drugs, their parents may have been on, and some of those people have become awesome people because of that. It could have been an aunt, uncle, it could have been both parents putting them down. We're going to have people on here that could have been, something could have happened to you in school. You could have been bullied. You could have been yelled at by your coaches. You could have been, all sorts of things have gone on in school, and yet you turn that shit into a positive. And I'm going to introduce you to people that have done that. It could have been a relationship that messed you up, right? Somebody cheated on you. Maybe you were the one that did something stupid and fucked up, and now you're feeling guilt, and that's holding you back. It could have been bad health or fitness, right? Could have gotten sick. I know somebody, a multi-millionaire, the best thing that ever happened to him in his entire life, and he'll tell you that, is he got diagnosed with MS. Now that's some shit, but he's turned that into a positive. Could have been a life experience, right? A friend's death, some tragedy that you had. For me, it was 9/11, right? And there was first responders that had it way worse than me, that were down there like digging out the bodies and seeing all that shit. I saw a lot of shit that day. Fucked me up for about 17 years mentally. We're going to talk about how you can change that. It could have been a bad business decision, right? Or partner you trusted that went south, a bankruptcy, foreclosure, whatever it is, and now you got to get back in the game, and that still got you messed up. Mentally, business-wise, real estate-wise, whatever it happens to be. It could be financial stress in your home as a kid or in your life now. All right? All of these things, people just do the best that they can to survive. So we're going to show you through this podcast, through this YouTube channel here, as we continue to make these and build these out. We're going to do these on a weekly basis. We're going to do some interviews with you guys for people that have gone through shit and how they've survived, so that you can help deal with your own stuff. Get out of your head, stop the monkey brain, and get into better physical shape, business acumen, real estate investing, be in a better financial position, and turn whatever shit you've gone through into something else. I've trained people all across the country for over 13 years, and every time I went somewhere for a training, somebody told me some serious shit that happened in their life and how they wanted to turn it around. And we're going to share some of those stories with you. The business entrepreneur sales, health and wellness, deconditioning of your brain, changing the way you think. So this is exciting. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. It took this post on social media here today to really fire me up and realize how much shit is spinning in people's head. And if we put that speaker to it, right, we got to stop. We got to stop the shit spin. And we got to step back and listen and think and take a few seconds to process stuff so that you can be in a better spot. And that's what this is designed to. So shit will happen in life. We're going to show you different ways to deal with it and how successful people have moved forward. So I look forward to building out this YouTube channel. I want to get this cranked out here. I had to make sure I got it done on election day. I had to go out and buy all the equipment today because of this. You guys were my motivation. So thank you for the post. Thank you for the things that you did. And let's make this happen. All right, new YouTube channel. Shit will happen. Now what? Peace.